Today, we're going to be talking about the wonders of investing in a worm farm. Now, I know that doesn't... Hold on, I need to get that. Hello, Big Eth Finance Geek. Hey man, it's Big Keith. Big Keith? This isn't your number. Did you? No. You flew to see that girl in Atlanta, didn't you? The one with the hairy armpits? And she looks like she would smell like pork chops covered in tahini? Yeah. Dude, are you using your phone right now? No, this guy let me use his phone. Look, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I flew Spirit. Spirit? I knew that you had low standards, but this is underground. Enough. I get it. But did you hear what happened? Spirit went belly up. Well, not really. They're more like out of commission for right now. Look, this is too funny. I'll bail you out even though you didn't ask me to. I gotta go and make a video about this. This is perfect. Thank you for flying Spirit. Okay, bye. Well, I know everyone was excited to start your worm farming entrepreneurial journey. So let's talk about everyone's favorite punching bag, Spirit Airlines. Now you may be thinking, of course Spirit went down in flames. And you'd be kind of right. Charging $8 for a can of Coke? $15 for a microwave grilled cheese? I mean, what's the deal with airline food, am I right? Come on. In all seriousness, charging $80 for a carry-on wasn't what killed Spirit. It was the way their business model worked. The model that got you the cheapest possible seats had some hidden costs. And no, we're not just talking about comfort. You see, for all its criticism, Spirit did one thing really well. It offered the most affordable flights among its competitors. It was able to get you from Disneyland to Disney World for $134. And the cost of developing a herniated disc on your neck. Your tickets include your flight, and that's it. And if you wanted something else, well, that was an additional price. If you wanted to pick your seat, that was extra. Wi-Fi, that was extra. Even printing your boarding pass was extra. It truly lived up to the name of an air bus. It was getting you to where you needed to go, not so much a premium experience. However, the same model that contributed to its financial success would lead to its financial struggles. Airlines already run on thin margins. I mean, when you think about the cost to launch 100 people in the sky, you need several million-dollar planes, you need pilots, people will nag you about wearing your seatbelt, and lots of fuel. Offering such low ticket prices with a la carte options that nobody wanted to pay for may be beneficial to your wallet, but creates an even more razor-thin profit margin. So if an airline faces unexpected costs, they will find it hard to recover financially. So what happened? So the only thing higher than a Boeing 747 are gas prices right now. And that and maybe Willie Nelson. Perhaps even Snoop Dogg. No, definitely Snoop Dogg. You might be saying Donald Trump's conflict in the Middle East caused this. Well, it did contribute, but it was not the sole cause, however. The truth is Spirit has been preparing for a crash landing for quite some time, and their model may have had an adverse effect. As more people in the US became acquainted with flying as a form of travel, they began to explore other airlines. As one might imagine, if you fly Spirit and then catch a connecting flight with Delta, let's just say you might never go back. In a post-COVID world, consumers want reliable and predictable travel, valuing the experience rather than the price point. Once competitors introduced their own basic economy options, Spirit lost its pricing advantage. Poor customer service, operational failures, and a reputation for being a cheap airline chipped away at the airline's stability of income. So the dominoes were already falling. In fact, Spirit was already seeking a merger with JetBlue. This would have potentially offered a lifeline to Spirit, but regulators declined the merger, citing antitrust concerns. And a lot of people don't trust Spirit either, so I'm pretty sure my flight attendant was smoking in the bathroom. Now, factoring in this obscene increase in fuel prices, and the fate of Spirit becomes clearer than that runway after that 6-hour weather delay. So now Spirit has closed its doors, and it's left some of its employees and passengers stranded across the globe. And the nightmare is over. But what if I told you that, like a spirit, this airline might come back from the dead? You see, there's this little thing called bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is a legal process that allows a person or a company to deal with debt that they can't repay. It's not just going out of business. It's a structured system overseen by courts to either eliminate debt or reorganize finances. A financial reset with rules, basically. Now, there's several types, but as to not bore you with financial information, even though that's kind of what the show is all about, we are going to focus on one in particular, the most famous one. That is Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Chapter 11 allows for continuation of corporate operations. However, the company would likely have to cut costs, renegotiate debt, and create a plan to become profitable. The goal? Survival. Other chapters like Chapter 7 are complete liquidation, meaning you sell everything and get what you can for it. Now, if they choose the Chapter 11 route, they may have fewer flights, they may actually improve their flying accommodations, or charge you $20 now for a Coke. I don't know. But if they do choose to continue with mediocre and cheap services, all I can say is, that's the spirit. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for watching. I have to pick up Big Keith. He just flew in and, well, I'm sure his arms are tired. We'll see you next time.